Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important case of Improvement Trust SANGRUR versus Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case has been reported in 105 ITR Tribunal at page number 502. The matter has been decided by Chandigarh ITAT and the date of the judgment is 25th May 2023. This case is related to Section 2 Clause 15, which talks about the definition of charitable activities, charitable purpose, and Section 11, which says about income from property held for charitable or religious purposes. In this case, the assessee was involved into the infrastructure development activities in SANGRUR, and these infrastructure development activities were including the development of various roads, the development of various parks in the city, providing the water facilities to the people in that city, and other sanitation activities also. Apart from this activity, the assessee was also involved in developing the land, purchasing the land, cutting them into the plots and then making the flats, and for selling those flats were inviting the applications, and these flats were at a market rate. When the assessment proceedings were going on, the learned assessing officer was of the view that since the sale of flats was at market rates, so this activity is business activity and it is covered by the proviso of Section 2 Clause 15, and the limits which are given in proviso to Section 2 Clause 15 will be applicable, and the assessee will not be liable for Section 11 exemption because these are business activity. So the main question in this case was that if the assessee is involved in infrastructure activities, and in addition to that infrastructure activities like development of roads, parks, providing water facilities, if the assessee also developed land and then sold flats at market rate, whether this developing of land and selling the flats at market rate will be incidental to the main activity which is carried on by the assessee, that is infrastructure activities, or whether it will be business activity. CIT appeal also decided against the assessee. When the matter went to the ITAT relying upon the judgment of the Delhi High Court in the case of the assessee itself for the assessment year 11-12 gave the relief to the assessee. It was the point of the ITAT that there is no change in the facts and circumstances of the assessee in assessment year 11-12, for which there was decision of the Honorable Punjab and Haryana High Court, and in the assessment year 16-17, for which the learned assessing officer has denied the benefit of Section 11. The ITAT also said that in the famous case Ahmedabad Urban Development Authority, it was the viewpoint of the Supreme Court that if the assessee is involved in infrastructure activities and even if the flats are sold at market rates, then it is an activity which is incidental to the main object, that is developing of infrastructure facilities, and it is not a business activity. So the ITAT said that if the activities are involved for attaining the main object of the assessee, that is infrastructure activities, then the limits prescribed in proviso to Section 2 Clause 15 will not be applicable, and the learned assessing officer was not right in his approach in considering the activities from the sale of the flats as commercial activity, and the assessee will be entitled to Section 11 exemption. Friends, this case is very important, and this case has been decided by Chandigarh ITAT. The matter has been reported in 105 ITR Tribunal at page number 502, and the name of the case is Improvement Trust SANGRUR versus Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case has been decided on 25th May 2023. Thank you, friends.